Hello everyone and welcome to the evening Parkinson's Voice Group exercise session. I'm so happy you could make it back for this additional session of exercises. On the schedule we have vocal warm-ups, reading exercises, cognitive exercises, and a cool down. A couple of things to keep in mind about today's exercises and just when you speak in your normal life, we want to speak with intent. And some tips on how to speak with intent and increase your voice level are by taking a deep, big breath before beginning to speak, by using your abdomen muscles to help force air out of your lungs, by maintaining good posture, meaning feet flat on the ground with your legs uncrossed, your back nice and straight with your shoulders back, and lastly, by adequately opening your mouth while speaking. Having said that, keep all of those tips in mind and let's go ahead and warm up. So as normal, our first exercise is the may, me, my, mo, moo exercise. And so for this, we are using connected speech, meaning we are blending one word into the next to make a long, connected sound. We are also making sure to use vocal intensity of about 75 to 80 decibels when speaking. So hold out each of these words nice and long, which makes it easier to connect each word. We are going to do this exercise 5 times. It should sound like this. May, me, my, mo, moo. All right, everyone, get your voices ready for round 1. Ready, set, go. Excellent work, everyone. For round 2, ready, set, go. Great work, guys. Let's keep rolling on to round 3. Ready, set, go. For round 4, ready, set, go. And for the last round, round 5, ready, set, go. Excellent work with that exercise, everyone. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So up next, we have the loud ah for 10 seconds. For this exercise, we want to make sure to use our speaking voice and not our high-pitched singing voice. A good way to tell if you're doing that is by saying the word hello. That same pitch that you said hello with is the sound that we're looking for when we hold out this long, loud ah. So remember to stay nice and loud in that 75 to 80 decibel range. Let's go ahead and get started. It will sound like this. Ah. All right, let's let's start with round 1 out of 5. Ready, set, go. Excellent work, everyone. On to round 2. Ready, set, go. Wonderful. Make sure you take a nice deep breath. And for round 3, ready, set, go. Wonderful. Round 4, ready, set, go. Very nice. For this last and final round, number 5, ready, set, go. Great work, everyone. You all sound wonderful this evening. Let's go ahead and move on to the glide from low to high and back down from high to low. We are going to repeat this exercise 5 times. Remember, even while focusing on gliding up and down the scale, we still need to remember to stay nice and loud. It should sound like this. Ah. Pause. Take a breath. Ah. So try to stay as smooth as you can when you glide up and then back down from high to low. Remember, stay nice and loud. And with that, let's go ahead and get started with round 1. Ready, set, go. Excellent, everyone. For round number 2, ready, set, go. Round number 3, ready, set, go. Round number 4, ready, set, go. And lastly, for round number 5, ready, set, go. Great job, everyone. You all sounded lovely. Let's move on to the next exercise, which is functional phrases. So how we are going to run through this exercise is we are going to start at the top and say each phrase 1 time as we move down the list. Once we've gotten through to the bottom, we will start back at the top and go through the list a second time. Make sure that when you're saying each and every word that you are using intent and reaching for that 75 to 80 decibel loudness. Let's go ahead and get started at the top. The first phrase will sound like this. Do you have a pen? Ready, set, go. Next we have, what is today's date? Ready, set, go. Next we have, I need to make a quick phone call. Ready, set, go. The next one is, wait one moment, please. Ready, set, go. Next we have, I need to unpack. Ready, set, go. And our last phrase is, I'll be right back. Ready, set, go. Excellent work, everyone. Let's jump back to the top of this list and start again with the phrase, do you have a pen? Ready, set, go. The next phrase is, what is today's date? Ready, set, go. The next phrase is, I need to make a quick phone call. Ready, set, go. The next one is, wait one moment, please. Ready, set, go. The next phrase is, I need to unpack. Ready, set, go. And our last phrase for this section is, I'll be right back. Ready, set, go. Excellent work, everyone. Let's keep up that vocal intensity in the next exercise. For the counting exercise, we are going to go through each row 2 times in a row. So it will sound like this. 5, 10, 15, 20. And again. 5, 10, 15, 20. So for this exercise, we are going to continue, as I said, 2 times in a row. So go ahead and when you start, read each number when you get to 20, then pause and I will say and again, and then start back over and read the line one more time. For this exercise, we are using connected speech. So just as we have done before in the may, me, my, mo, moo exercise, we are going to connect each word to the next and drag out each sound so it becomes a continuous chain of words. Let's go ahead and start at the top with 5. Ready, set, go. And again. Great work. Let's head on down to the next line, starting with 25. It will sound like this. 25, 30, 35, 40. And again. 25, 30, 35, 40. All right, you guys are up. Let's hear that intense counting. Ready, set, go. And again. Great work. On to the third line, it will sound like this. 45, 50, 55, 60. And again. 45, 50, 55, 60. Ready, set, go. And again. Excellent work, everyone. We've got one more line to go. This next one will sound like this. 65, 70, 75, 80. And again. 65, 70, 75, 80. All right, use that nice, strong, intense voice on this last row. Ready, set, go. And again. Very good, everyone. Let's go ahead and take a quick water break. It is super important to stay hydrated during the day, but also during these intense vocal sessions. So go ahead, if you need to grab a sip of water, feel free to pause this video and then come on back when you're ready. For those of you who are ready to move on, let's start with our reading section. So today I have a passage prepared for us. I'm going to read over the entire portion of the passage that you see on your screen, and then you all will take a turn reading through the entire passage. This is a great time to utilize if you have a sound meter or a decibel app on your phone. Fire that guy up and monitor to make sure you are reaching that 75 to 80 decibel sound level. So let's go ahead and get started. I will read the passage really quickly so you can hear what the intense reading will sound like. All right, here I go. Over in the meadow, in the sand, in the sun, lived an old mother toad and her little toady one. Wink, said the mother. I wink, said the one. So she winked and she blinked in the sand, in the sun. All right, everyone, so now it's your turn to use that intense voice to read this passage. Ready, set, go. Great work, everyone. Let's move on to the next section of this little poem. So let's continue this reading passage. The next section will sound like this. Over in the meadow where the stream runs blue lived an old mother fish and her little fishes too. Swim, said the mother. We swim, said the two. So they swam and they leapt where the stream runs blue. All right, everyone, get ready to use those intense voices. I'm excited to hear you all read. Ready, set, go. Great work, everyone. Let's move on. We've got one more section to this passage. It will sound like this. Over in the meadow, in a hole in a tree, lived an old mother bluebird and her little birdies 3. Sing, said the mother. We sing, said the 3. So they sang and were glad in the hole in the tree. All right, everyone, this is the last section of this passage, so make sure you're using that intense voice and reaching for 75 to 80 decibels of loudness. Ready, set, go. Excellent intensity, everyone. Let's move on to the next section of today's exercises. Up next, we have the cognitive exercises. Go ahead and grab out a piece of paper and a pen because we will be jotting down 5 things in categories for today. So the first category that we have are things that are hot. So go ahead and write out 5 things that are hot on your piece of paper. If you need more time, feel free to pause this video and we'll meet back up and I'll share with you what I've written down. All right, everyone, so for my 5 things that are hot, first I wrote down a boiling kettle. Next, I have freshly baked cookies. I also have a coal-burning stove, a sunny summer day, and lastly, meat on the grill. Now, I would love to hear from you your 5 things that are hot. Read off each and everything using vocal intensity. Make sure you're sitting up nice and straight with your feet flat on the ground and using that powerful voice. Ready, set, go. Excellent work, everyone. Thank you for sharing. Let's move on to the next category. For this section, we are going to list 5 items that you might find in a lunchbox. So go ahead and let's list 5 items that you would find in a lunchbox. Alright, as always, feel free to pause this video and come on back to share when you are ready. Okay, everyone, so I'll start off by sharing the things that I wrote down that you might find in a lunchbox. So to start off, I wrote a thermos, then I wrote a ice pack, a sandwich, a napkin, and possibly fruit snacks. Now it's your turn to share with me the 5 items that you might find in a lunchbox. Alright, make sure you're using that vocal intensity. Ready, set, go. Excellent work, everyone. I have one last category for us today. Go ahead and write down 5 body parts. So you can get kind of creative with this one if you know the names of bones or different muscles. That would be very creative to use in this section. But go ahead and write down 5 body parts. If you need a bit more time, feel free to pause this video. But for those of you who are ready, I'll go ahead and share mine. So for the 5 body parts I came up with, I said ankle, nose, elbow, tibia, and lips. Go ahead and share the 5 body parts you came up with. Ready, set, go. Excellent work, everyone. Let's move on to our cool down for this evening. The first part of our cool down, we are going to hold out in a loud ah for 5 seconds. Again, we want to make sure to use an ah that's in our speaking voice instead of up high in our singing voice. It will sound like this. Ah. All right, everyone, get ready. Sit up nice and straight. Ready, set, go. Excellent work. That was 5 seconds. Next up, we want to hold out a loud ah for as long as you can. We are shooting for 20 to 25 seconds, but just try your best to use that low ah and hold it out nice and steady as long as you can. All right, so again, I'll give you a quick example of a shortened ah. It should sound like this. Ah. All right, everyone, get ready, set, go. 10 seconds, 15, 20, 25, and 30. Excellent work, everyone. We have one last loud ah for as long as you can go. So make sure you're taking a nice deep breath and get ready, set, go. Ten seconds, 15, 20, 25, 30. Great work, everyone. That concludes our exercises for today. Thanks so much for joining us today, everyone. Keep up with these videos twice a day, every day, and enjoy your evening.